The Prodigy Breathe.
All the vibrators, Nick. All the vibrators.
What's your fascination with vibrators?
He likes vibrators.
And I just want to say,
what the fuck?
I just want to say, Prost.
Yeah, Nick's getting drunk.
Yeah, I'm drinking
the
Moosehead's Oktoberfest.
I want to say prostate.
We're live today.
Get it checked. We're all around that age now. Get it checked.
You're such a
yeah, that's true.
Oh shit! Look at Redbeard go.
Oh, Redbeard's got something going on. Hold on, buddy. I'll present you. There you go.
He's capitalizing on
free now, man.
Yeah,
Shit's legal now.
I hope that this has all been a giant hoax and that a bunch of cops are just going to bust it.
The Paw Patrol is coming.
The biggest sting in Canadian history. We fooled you all, potheads.
Yeah, what's Chris Scott legalization? Get high.
Get high, bitches. That's right.
All right.
But of course, it's in our NSLCs, but select NSLCs, like one in Yarmouth where no one ever goes, and like one in Halifax. Fuck you.
Did they seriously do shit like that? It's not in every NSLC. You have to go. You have to go to an NSLC that sells it.
Let me tell you about you guys though. Everywhere but Ontario. In Ontario, in order to get yourself some of the cannabis, you have to order it online.
Yeah, they're not doing retail sales
the
until
website
early next year.
Horrible.
It's probably bogged down.
It's not bogged down. It's like you go to it, like you go to pick something. It's like $75 or something like that. I was looking at a couple of them, and it's like it's just that much. That's what it says. It's $75. It doesn't tell you how much you're getting at all anywhere in the fucking.
You have to click it.
No, I did. I clicked it. I looked at it.
There's a drop-down arrow. You can select the volume.
Well, it was stupid.
I know it's stupid.
So what are like the bare minimum prices for this shit?
They're actually on that website I was looking at, the Ontario one. It's not completely out of like whack from like the black market kind of stuff that everyone's getting for years. It's pretty much I want to say the one half quarter I was looking at, half quarter usually $30. This was like 32, and I don't know if it would be like, I'm assuming they got all these different varieties and stuff. It's going to be like a good strain and what I want kind of thing, but I don't know. So I've seen my Marcel, my best friend. He's been on a lot of times. Comes over with like these bags that guys has been buying on them for a while, and the different kinds he gets and stuff, they look very different from each other, and they all look and are pretty damn impressive. So, like, the online market seems to have some good product out there.
My only experience with this is back when I was like 20 years old, and most of the time I didn't have to pay for it. But when I did, it was like, like $20 for a couple grams or something like that. And usually it wasn't necessarily all that great, but you were buying stuff from hillbillies up in the mountain or whatever. And
pretty much. Anytime I've ever tried it, it's been somebody who's brought it to the party.
Hey, I want to know if the NSLC is gonna sell me some some fucking hash oil or something like that. Then I could do hot knives. That was the best.
God.
That was hot knives were the best.
New Brunswick went all out, and they actually opened up like NB liquor kind of stores, but they opened up actual cannabis NB stores everywhere. Like, in that they're actually pretty decent sized places. Some of them are actually built into like superstores and stuff. Or Sobeys, but they're all conveniently placed, like not far from a grocery store, so that you get your munchies.
Oh man, our Sobeys had to pass on the fucking liquor store because we already had a liquor store right, like Kingston Greenwood is sort of the same town, really. Yeah. So it's like too close, so we couldn't have two liquor stores that close in this sort of area. Maybe they can get the pot store though. Hey, maybe our Sobeys gets a fucking pot store. That'd be something.
That'd be good. But I mean, the one thing in Nova Scotia, it's all handled by NSLC, but they do it in the NSLC stores.
Right.
And New Brunswick.
Stop killing my dream.
I know. Sorry. I mean, the shit on your dream, oh king.
Let's find out what everyone else is drinking.
Well,
let's do that.
I'm drinking the second can that I got, which was another Freedom 35. I got two of them.
Ooh, fancy.
And you know what? The more I drink, the more it's actually not that bad.
You're not changing your score now, so forget
No,
it.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not changing the score. It's just drinkable. It's a decent lager. And instead of, like I said, shut up. Instead of meh, it's meh.
What's that, Lee?
I was just gonna say I didn't watch the entire stream because who gives a fuck? What was your score for Freedom 35?
6.3.
Okay,
And it ended up on average 6.38, so I was really close.
that's probably where I'd put it. So
Yeah. All right, guys. It's October 17th, 2018.
Everyone gotta say
Radar
what they're
edition.
drinking.
Canadian Beer News, Radar edition.
Don't you want to know what everyone's
Hold on,
drinking?
hold on.
Yeah, let's see what everybody in the chat's
drinking.
drinking. What are you drinking, Eric Gilbert? Or what are you smoking too? If you're, I see this is your kind of talk or comment.
this one I'm drinking Two Gooder ale or whatever from PI Brewing. Or
Nice.
where,
I just picked up
or Up Street Brewing in Prince Edward Island.
I just picked up their Gravedigger pumpkin ale. I haven't had it yet. Worst, but
I'm having a Ice Eater Chinook Pale Ale from Wellington Brewery as part of their Wellington 4-pack, and it's pretty good.
Nice.
I got some Tales from the Patch by Big Rig Brewing.
That's a good one.
nice.
Also, the can glows in the dark.
I know.
Was that Chris?
I'm drinking the Polish Sex Juice.
Ooh,
and it came out recently, and it is better than ever. There is so much vanilla in this. You fucking.
Oh yeah.
I wish I could get that again. I wish we could do a beer analysis of that. I would.
It is like all vanilla right now. That's all I'm tasting out of this beer.
I gotta say,
Wait,
Big Rig did a way better job with their glowing stuff this year. The first time they did it, it's like actually smooth. The first time they did it was like
okay.
You can feel it was all weird
wrapping kind of thing.
Ashley smooth.
What are you, Ashley? What are you drinking that's smooth, Ashley?
Unfortunately, I'm drinking the Green Bastard.
So disappointed right now.
So fucking bad. Like I honestly can't.
Wow.
It's really bad.
Grain port.
Trade pour into parts unknown, baby.
Well, no, it's 6.5%, so I'm gonna drink it because
I paid money for this shit.
I'm on that road.
At least Beck is going to finish this off. He's going to get to that right to the pay window.
That beer is a recidivist.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm drinking fucking German out of my polymer glass.
What makes it fucking?
I got two cans of the Moosehead Small Batch Oktoberfest Marzen.
You poured them both in there at the same time?
I poured two cups in there and put it in my Marzen.
I'll report there, Nick. Since they've made their recent small batch stuff more sort of mainstream or whatever, the Moosehead, the Stout, and the 10-penny are now available in the SLC.
Sweet, awesome. Have you picked any of them up yet?
No, I was at the cash register and I made my purchases, and then the guy told me, by the way, there's a couple new beers back there in case you didn't see them, the Moosehead ones. I was like, okay. I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh, okay, that sounds really cool. I was thinking to myself, you fucker, why didn't you tell me earlier? Because usually when I walk into the store, the employees know me and immediately point me towards the new beers.
Did he point you towards the Heineken and other Euro lagers?
No. Like, he might as well have at this point. It was that much of a slap in the face. I felt a little insulted, honestly. It's like I walk in there, and usually they know me because I spend so much fucking money there. They usually point me towards the new beers because they know that's what I'm looking for.
You can only rely on yourself, Lee.
I guess. Well, here's the thing: most of the macro stuff's on this big fucking rack in the back, and I usually don't look at this end of it. I usually just look at this end of it because there's usually like some semi-craft beers or craft beers on this side of it. I didn't look down that end, and I usually never do, so that's where it was, right? So, like, fuck me, I guess, you know?
Fuck you.
I'm surprised they didn't get Greg's attention there when he said a big fucking rack.
A big fucking rack.
I've got
Radar.
I got this for later.
Yeah.
Hey, send me some.
Well, it's probably going to make it up in Ontario.
Yeah,
it's
or
already
just wait for it to come here.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to get Dawn on when we do that.
That would
do
be
that
sweet.
analysis.
That would be
Yeah.
cool, man.
That
We
would be-
gotta figure that shit out.
That would be pretty epic. If we
I
could-
randomly checked out. He hasn't posted anything in a long time on his channel, eh?
He's
Don
been
Rig?
busy.
Yeah.
He's been fucking busy with this shit. Like,
Yeah, he's been busy being a superstar and going to Scotland and shit. You know, just a little busy.
pretty much. I haven't seen him in person since last year, but we were supposed to get together for some reviews here soon.
I watched that one you put up today. That was some interesting lighting going on.
Yeah, that was sort of fucked up. That was at Don's place.
Is Don going to show up at your place when you do reviews with like bodyguards and shit now? Because
he's got the beer secret service.
The beer service guys.
You'll be rich with
a
a baker's piece thing full of weed.
He's
A
gonna
couple
show
like
up.
sexy,
He's gonna be
sexy
showing up.
female innocent gun bodyguards that are
Exactly.
like protecting him 24/7.
They're gonna look at Nick and go, "Hey, no eye contact. All right, don't make eye contact." Please.
We're hired by Dougal to make sure that he never gives up the fucking recipe for the beer.
That was a good
Anyway.
accent.
I suppose that we're talking about it, I could probably show this off here to see what it looks like. Obviously, it looks like a beer in a box.
So, quick question: Did he actually submit the recipe itself, or did he just submit the idea?
Well, it was a contest that was going on last winter. I think it was the voting contest was like all
I think
through
it was
December.
an idea they were looking for, not like you.
Yeah, like there was a whole bunch. The Innocent Gun had posted they were looking for ideas for a beer.
Gotcha.
Like a recipe, and Dawn's was one of the finalists, and then all the finalists, everybody across Canada could vote to support who they felt like that recipe was the most interesting.
Yes.
And Don Rig 13's beer review, look him up on YouTube. His idea won, which was a black IPA with coconut and rhubarb. And I had my first bottle of this. I was really quite impressed about how well rhubarb works in a beer. I was like that tartness that you ever who here has tried rhubarb before?
I've had a couple rhubarb beers as well as tried rhubarb, and I agree with you completely.
Yeah, it's weird how it's like they got that texture to it, like that tart kind of.
Nick, have you drank that beer yet?
Yeah, I had one Monday when it came out. I liked it. Yes. I would definitely buy it again. And I went back and got 2 more tonight. They are kind of pricey.
Third one and never open it and just leave it on the shelf.
Yeah, I was thinking
by the records.
Apparently,
what did you pay? Where you are, Nick, for that?
$5 for it.
That's not good. So here will probably be like
you're only a 330 milliliter bottle, but that's
a decent price considering some of the Innocent Gun stuff. What it's been priced at.
Yeah, and I gotta say this is one of the better Innocent Gun releases that have come out in a while.
You know what? That's a good price considering that it's from a Canadian guy too. You know what I mean? Like they could have jacked that price just because of it's fruit and the ideas from a Canadian guy. So
but I think say what you want about Innocent Gun. I think I know they know where their their bread is buttered on. They know Canada is their big market. So
yeah, just true.
But one of the things I've noticed, like you ever notice, like in the most recent Innocent Gun releases, there's like almost like a fullness of the flavor that's missing. And I get that with this. Like this has actually got feels like a full flavor to it. Nice. They didn't skimp out on that one.
Huh.
Whether you like the taste or not, that's another story. But I really liked it.
I was just trying to say, like, the whole thing, the not being active thing, like I feel like he could have rode this wave a bit more. 367 is his subscriber number. And I feel like he should have more. Especially for this whole thing happening.
We'll subscribe to it anyway. He'll get 368.
He'll climb eventually once he starts doing all his PR and stuff like that. Obviously, every video he has, he's going to put his YouTube channel on there. He's going to do everything.
That's true. That's possible. Well, maybe YouTube isn't even his like goal, but I just feel like
Don's very down to earth. Don's a very down to earth, decent guy. He doesn't give a shit about that. He just does it for fun, like most beer tubers did. So I mean. His viewer subscriber count isn't necessarily all that surprising because he's not a whore. He's not a fucking whore. putting that out there. He's not a fucking whore.
No, fair enough, but I'm just saying, like, his content. Like, I feel like
what is he?
I feel like he's.
What is he not?
I said he's not a fucking whore.
Wait, he is a whore? That's what I heard.
No, not a whore.
He's been with the same girl for like 20 years.
Guess what he probably got in Scotland? A bunch of whores.
Which, by the way, Alice is fucking awesome too. I love Alice.
Well,
She's not a whore.
I look forward to the beer coming out to Ottawa or to Ontario, and I will buy a few bottles of it.
It's supposed to be distributed across Canada. So,
speaking of whores, Guy's at 997 subscribers now. He's got 3 left. He's at 1,000.
That's fucking tramp.
Actually, I'm gonna unsub to him.
He's gonna hit 1,004B.
Hashtag unsub drinking in Canada.
Unsub.
Bring him down.
No, Guy deserves what he's got.
Guy's getting really big for his britches. Let's knock him down a few pegs. Just had a birthday.
I am gonna say it right now. Guy is fucking weird, but I also fucking love the guy.
Oh, he like I never met him in person, but like I've been on chats and stuff, and he seems like a fucking great guy.
He is.
You should have came to on the 10th on the bottle share there.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, man. Thanks, guys.
And there may not be a 10th next year.
He's been my best friend since 2002, and that's all I have to say for it.
Wow, what a fucking.
That's all I have to say. I can't say what the good
ringing endorsement right there.
Like everybody,
you're like I've been his friend.
Everybody on his Facebook is like, "Happy birthday, Guy," and it's "Happy birthday, Guy," and a "Happy birthday, Guy," and it's all this very simple happy birthdays, and you should have seen what I wrote.
I gotta go look.
See, Vincent, you said I've been his friend since like 2010. That sounded like a fucking apology more than anything else.
No, hang on, I got it right here. It's on this day many years ago, something came out of your mother. That thing was you.
Jeez.
on that day, a new spatial distortion was created. Never will the universe ever be the same. Great day, Dra Aknagul, my friend.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
My go-to is congrats on your anniversary of your fantastical vaginal voyage.
Your bromance.
Well, I mean that could also be the anniversary of when you first had sex too. So I mean, you might want to tweak that a bit.
On this,
I'll think about that. That's a valid point. I'll think about
Yeah.
that.
Today is October 17th, 2018. I think. Yeah. 75 days remaining for the year. On this day, 2018, legalization of recreational use of cannabis in Canada.
Woo! Yay!
On October 18th, 2018, the dissolution of the legalization of recreation. On this day, 1975, ramming cats on a wall is banned in England.
Oh, that's good.
You're saying that sorry to interrupt, but what you're saying is that October 18th, 2018 is Canada's official Psych Day.
Yeah.
Psych. It's a big psych.
So yeah, we can't. British can't whack cats on walls anymore since 1975 on this day.
What a travesty! Like a total tradition just thrown down the toilet.
Yeah,
for no reason.
Guinness sales go down 53%. Because of that,
as they should. I mean, a lot of cat wall striders are at the same time.
On this day, 1521, Nostradamus dies of autoerotic asphyxiation.
I bet he didn't see that coming.
He did. Oh, God. So Nostradamus died for the same reason that David Carradine did?
Yeah.
He died jacking off.
No, he actually died autoerotic asphyxiation. This is actually a true story.
Yeah. It was like if you choke yourself to death or something while you're masturbating or something like that, then it erases the feeling, apparently. And
hats off to Mr. Carradine. He hung himself in a closet with a tie, apparently, and got off and kicked off at the same time. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely approaching Nirvana at that point.
I mean, it's not like he was making good movies anymore.
Coming back.
Well, he just finished Kill Bill too.
Yeah, but then he also did like 800 really bad movies after Kill Bill,
true.
so it was like, wow.
800?
Yeah, but it was kind of like I hadn't even seen Kill Bill. I remember him from the '90s doing the whole the Kung Fu series. I love
the
that
legend
series.
continues.
And I remember he did a whole bunch of commercials too. And I thought David Carradine's such an awesome guy. Then he dies masturbating.
Yeah. Like, why are you surprised?
Such an anticlimactic.
It's like, wow, that's I'm sad he's dead.
No, wait. It's not, unless you were like the Taiwanese hooker that was in there with him. It's not. You don't know if you can say it's an anticlimactic ending or not.
Oh, it was definitely a climatic ending.
You don't know what happened.
Before or after.
Hey,
Exactly.
just remember, America's dad might be getting raped in prison right now.
Oh,
as he should be.
Oh, you mean like Cosby? Maybe he's getting the Cosby sweater.
He got hit in the head with a hot dog, apparently. A hot dog bun.
No, it was a stale hot dog bun.
Yeah.
He's about to need a new drink.
In my head.
He's about to get a new Fed Albert right up his ass.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm gonna put him right here. Just for there we go. That's there.
Yeah, why can you put him there? Because there's always room for Jello.
I'm switching beers. I'm going to my last beer of the night. We are trying
the hard stuff.
On the bottom left, is that a picture? Is that one of those drawings you did there, Chris?
Yeah, maybe.
Is that a drawing of Bill Cosby you did? That's pretty impressive.
What is this? What beer is this, Chris?
What is this?
This is the Mill Street Brewery Chocolate Blossom.
You've tried that.
Try this one right now. I just saw this today, so I'm going to.
You're
kind of
Chris. You're close to Collective Arts, right? Within like a half an hour drive or so, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Have you tried number 7?
It'll probably be a lot closer with my new car, but we'll talk about that.
Have you tried number 7 yet?
No,
No,
I haven't.
You have? How was it?
I haven't.
Oh, you haven't? Oh.
No one has, apparently.
Speaking of new car, Chris, what are you getting for a new car?
I'm getting a Subaru BRZ, baby.
It's a new car!
New car!
A BRZ? I thought it was a Subaru Burz.
I'm getting a Burz, and I'm getting it tomorrow at noon. So this is why this is my last beer.
Now, Chris, under the hat,
you
are
have
you
to drive
nursing a
tomorrow?
comb over?
Yeah, because at 9:45 p.m., you better be sure and have no more beers so you can drive sober at noon tomorrow. Yeah.
No. I got other shit to do tomorrow. But anyway, I'm excited. Can't wait to get it. And so actually, that would mean that Collective Arts is going to be about 15 minutes closer.
Collective Parts.
So what do you do with the old Jetta? Getting rid of it? Or are you trading it in?
I traded it in. Put a down payment down on this car, and
Very nice.
Collective Parts.
Decided to get rid of the old Jetta, but at the same time, BRZ.
Burrs. I'll let you guys know on my channel. I am going to be doing. I will be doing a little bit of a video tomorrow. I'm going to wake up, talk about everything, and then I'll do a little.
What color is it? Or is it actually blue?
It's World Rally Blue. So it's the blue one. And,
I'll
be honest with you guys. I wanted a white one so badly, but
you're so racist.
Well, yeah, dude. Just like
I had to go in red or black, but
I drove a black one, but I can't. Never mind. I'm not going to.
I want to buy the color that I have to.
Because once you go black, you don't go back. You know, I mean, you
don't.
No,
you do. When you realize how difficult it is to clean a black one, you definitely go back.
Exactly. And you know what? And you know what? And piggybacking on what Greg was saying, I have a black Jetta now. I wanted to switch cars, so I didn't want another black car. I wanted to switch it over to something else. So
I'm always going to buy a red car. Every one of my cars have been red.
I black cars.
I got my car as a red car when I got a new one because I like my first car was a red car and I really like that color.
So what we've learned now is that Chris is actually alt-right racist, and that Nick is one of these like ultra-sensitive PC fucking social justice warriors. I have to have a red car or a black car.
SJW St. John West. Is that what
I gotta if I have a red car, I have to put some Indian feathers on it. Oh no, wait, that would be really racist. I shouldn't do that.
I've always been a big fan of like the whole murder. It looks like everything black on a car, black it all out, and that's just that or black and red are my two color combinations.
Well, no, I mean I get it, Redbeard, because I mean you as a ginger know the struggle of the black man. So I mean, you you're really sensitive.
I can't fault you for that, buddy. That's well played. Well played.
Yeah.
Very well played.
Up against the edge of decency here.
So when I went to the dealership,
that was great.
On the lot they had, because if you get, they want to get rid of their stock, so I got a little bit of a discount on buying whatever was on their stock. So I had a choice between a gunmetal gray, a black, or
gunmetal gray would have been awesome.
Yeah, it was. But the only problem I have with gray cars, because I have a black Jetta now, when my black Jetta is dirty, it's gray. So every time I look at the gray car, I'm going to think it's a black car that's dirty. That's the way I'm going to look at it. So I went, fuck it, I'm going with the blue. So I ended up getting the blue one, and even though I don't have the car yet, I am scheduled for a tint job next week. I'm going to bring.
It's still going to look pretty fucking awesome. It's still going to be good.
I'm changing the emblems on the actual Subaru from the traditional blue background with the white stars to black background with the blue stars on it to match with the the car and the tint. And because the Brembo brakes on it are red, the interior stitching is red as well. So, oh yeah,
it's nice.
Be pretty epic. I'm really excited, and I'm trying to contain myself for a while.
We're gonna be one of those cars that can buy a Greg's place.
I mean that car is half Toyota, so I can get behind that for sure. But I think that car is more Subaru than it is Toyota, even though the Toyota 86 is the same car pretty much.
It's a Subaru.
It's the Subaru Boxer engine in it.
It is. The difference between the two, I find the most apparent difference is the interior on that car.
Okay.
I think
I didn't realize the interiors are different.
Yeah, the interiors are a little bit different. There's a little bit of things here and there, which brought me more towards the Subaru side on it anyway. And you know what? Subaru, well, both car names are fantastic. I mean, Toyota or Subaru, it doesn't really matter. But
yeah,
I found with the Subaru, I think the interior, I like the interior better for all the little features and shit like that. Because you know what?
I think exterior-wise, the Subaru is better looking too.
Yeah, I agree too. I mean, the headlights and the taillights are better on the BRZ.
I would have got Toyota because, well, me and Toyota.
So I'm excited.
Plus, I mean, you know what? With Subarus, you're getting a car that lesbians drive, but with Toyota, you're getting a car that people like Nick drive. So take your pick.
Oh, fuck! I should have went to Toyota.
You get no. You need the Subaru if you don't have as big a penis.
Nice.
All right, guys, that's it for me. I gotta go.
All right, Radar.
Bye.
I'll see
you. Go on, Radar.
Thanks for coming.
Man.
Later, man.
See you next week.
Oh, Redbeard, if you want to look at my car, what I just posted there, that's my car.
All right.
It would be a half black, half chrome rims.
Ooh.
Doesn't even check it out.
Well, let me see. I'm going to bring it up here. This is what Vincent's car looks like. Radar's car. This
is exactly it.
Little red shipmobile, but it's got a nice engine in it.
No, like again, like it's a small car. It's what you need. It's what you got. It kind of thing. Like take care of it. It'll do you good for a few years, kind of thing. It's not terrible.
Well, I hope it's going to be lasting me 12 years, like the Subaru. Sorry, not the Subaru, but the Sunfire. My Sunfire lasted me 12 years. I beat the living crap out of that thing, and it's lasted me 12 years.
There you go. Yeah, this size.
Cars nowadays are built pretty well anyway.
They'll go forever if you fucking.
I got 7 years out of my last Corolla. The engine died, and I didn't care. It was just like because it was so cheap to maintain.
Jetta's a 2012, and I brought it to the dealership. I got good money for it, so I'm like, you know what? It doesn't really depreciate. It does, but it doesn't. But
I was gonna say, Nick, 7 years doesn't sound like that long. Did you have a shit ton of kilometers on it or something?
Well, I got it used.
Oh, you got 7 years on top of what the guy before
on top
you got.
Of it, yeah, it was 12 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, that's what mine looks like right there. Not that it's as impressive as what everybody else has.
Yeah, but you have a bigger dick than the rest.
I don't
of
have
us.
to compensate for anything.
You don't need an engine. You don't need an engine to compensate.
Just while we're showing off people's cars, it's like, yeah, I just drive a Corolla.
I mostly walk.
I mostly take this. I mostly take the
my
subway,
car is
so.
a pair of Nikes.
No, mine's the free work shoes I get.
Free work shoes.
Ooh, free work
I
shoes.
can just keep ordering. It's a nice scam at work where it's basically, oh, these shoes feel like they're about to break down really soon. I need to order some new ones for free. I do that like twice a year. I've got like 3 pairs of shoes. It's great.
Nice. Sounds sketchy, but then again, I wear Skechers.
So really sketchy. Jesus Christ, Nick. Peter, if you're watching, come on now, dude. Get this guy some jokes.
Jesus Christ, get this guy some jokes.
Fuck.
Right, so speaking of cars, this is what I got here. This is what I'm going to end up at.
Oh, a video game car? What was that?
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Video game car. I was like, wow, which button is the gas?
That looks like that should be in Forza 2 or some bullshit. Whatever the fuck those games are called. Forza or Frizza or whatever.
Frizza.
Yeah, I see the BRZs and the Scions at the autocross all the time.
Yeah, oops.
Yeah. When I do, you ever seen like I'll post the pictures on Facebook every once in a while. But there's the New Brunswick Sporting Car Clubs. I shoot photography for them every once in a while,
nice.
And they'll have BRZs at the autocross like almost every time. Like it's the most common car there. Then they're nice cars. I mean they're not as like high end like an Audi well, you know what I mean. But they're only a 200 horsepower engine. But
205, thank you.
Oh, geez, you're overcompensating.
That's pretty much it. That's too funny.
So listen, I mean, sometimes at these autocrosses, people. I actually saw one guy take a Corolla once, and he was like my hero for the day.
That's awesome.
Had like a 2014 Corolla S. Yeah, you're my hero. I didn't know you could do it. You're giving me hope, buddy.
You can do it. You can do it.
Back to this absolutely terrible beer. Fuck.
Yeah, you missed almost all that car talk.
Oh my god, really? Oh, it's so bad.
Speaking of talk, is there any comments? I haven't even checked comments in a while, and I apologize.
No.
We got some from Eric Gilbert saying, I'm back after my computer shut itself off. Racist isn't right if you're not a ginger. And then he says, like that Rob Roy Scotch Ale. And that's
Who made that Scotch Ale? I think I saw a photo of that.
Rob Roy.
Rob Roy Scotch Ale? Okay.
I don't know. Rob Roy made it, apparently.
Anyway.
And I think Red Beer's muted there, so we couldn't hear what you're saying if you're saying anything.
Let's keep it that way. Let's just keep it up. Let's keep that on there. Let's keep that going.
I missed the game tonight, but apparently the Montreal won tonight.
Who cares?
Wow. I care.
Did the Raptors win?
I care. I get that. Yeah.
I was muted because I was eating chicken McNuggets that I got from McDonald's when I worked there last night.
Good choice.
Walkerville Brewery.
Wait, did you say
fucking
from last night?
Yeah, no, like I randomly chicken McNuggets reheated in the oven for like 20 minutes are like even better than they are fresh.
Okay,
so good. But yeah, I'm drinking the Rob Roy Scotch Ale.
So fucking expensive though, like $10 for 10.
Oh yeah, I worked last night cleaning McDonald's hood fans, and when I got there, that's like when I walk into a McDonald's to work. My first thing I say to the manager is, "Do not throw out any of that food." So last night I got a bunch of McNuggets. So
do not throw out any of that food.
All right.
The night before I did another one in town.
Yeah, I can see McNuggets being something good. The fries would be fucking god awful.
Well, again, that's the thing. Like both nights I went there, they had just finished doing their stuff, so it's like a bunch of fries there. Take those as well. Delicious fresh fries.
In other words, you're asking for handouts.
I'm not taking, they're going to throw it out. You're going to throw the food away. And
That's
it's like,
the thing,
I'll eat it. Why not?
Yeah. It's
we
just like
as human.
I've known people who worked like KFC, and they'll be coming home with like boxes like of KFC at the end of the day.
Well, a lot of restaurants have cracked down on that. And a lot of restaurants, the employees, like they plan for that. They're like, oh, almost into the night, better cook a bunch of extra food. So a lot of places have like banned employees taking that all. It's like end of the night that all has to go in the trash. Like some places I walk in, it's like, all that extra food. Like,
I know I've walked into Tim Hortons before, and they're like at 1 a.m, and they're throwing all the donuts in the trash.
Yeah,
I'm like,
man.
What are you doing that for?
We as a society throw away way too much food.
Can anyone take a simple guess at why most of the world hates the Western civilization right now?
Yeah. Wasted, probably. Packed up all those donuts from Timmy's and just shipped them over to Africa. I'm just saying.
That's why you gotta tell.
They would never survive the trip, but they could have given it to a homeless shelter.
I work at a fucking grocery store that has several different departments. That it has a bakery department, a seafood department, a meat department, a produce department. Seafood.
Sea-doo?
I heard
Sea-doo department. Everybody's doing it. Sea-doo.
Fuck Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
Fucking wow. The amount of, and then you have the frozen food, you have the fucking dairy. The amount of shit that is thrown out daily from all those departments, you could feed probably all the homeless people in like the Maritimes
easily. And again, like a lot of they throw away. It's not even expired yet. It's like past their goodness.
Well, listen, in bigger cities, there's all kinds of people that'll be like dumpster diving for shit that was set behind some of these bigger superstores.
A lot of places now have started like locking cages like to their businesses, so people can't do that.
It fucking sucks because most of the food that they throw out, I mean, it's at their best before date. But the thing is, they always have the shelf so full of food to make it look impressive that they don't sell it all every day.
And really, once you throw it in the garbage, what do you care if someone fucking dumpster dives and grabs it?
They should be just putting that on a fucking shelf for somebody to take.
I'll give credit to my company that I work for, Sobeys. They've actually kind of like sort of double down on this. Like they've kind of like tried to eliminate a lot of this waste stuff where they're working with like food shelters and stuff like that, like where they're trying to send the stuff to food banks and stuff.
That's a good thing to do.
Yeah. So
and where I work, what they do is when all the compost food that we throw out, when we're in our kind of break room, whatever, we separate all our food. So if we have food, we put it in the compost, and everything else is garbage or whatever. That stuff, as well as all the stuff from like the restaurants and the food outlets where I work, everything gets sent to farms. Is used for compost. So everything gets sent.
That would be good because then they could actually compost it and use it as fertilizer.
That's exactly what they do there. But with the recycling and garbage, that's hit and miss. But because people don't really respect that shit. But with the food, they do take that seriously, and you know what? I'll give them props for that one for sure, because it goes right to the farms. So
it's good.
See, that's actually an SJW kind of cause that we've got to support these days.
It's not how is fucking giving food
just like save your garbage. Make sure it goes back to nature, man.
That's not SJW. That's fucking hippie bullshit. You asshole.
Well, since when did SJW and hippie kind of shit don't go together?
Since SJWs would accuse hippies of being fucking yuppie sellouts.
Well, today they are.
Yeah.
That's why you always tell your lady friends, don't throw out your old pussy, because I'll still eat it.
Don't you throw that old pussy out, baby, because Dustin Rose going to come swooping in. He's going to get that pay.
Is that the same kind of talk about like the people that'll wash and reuse condoms?
Listen, baby doll.
Apparently that's a big problem.
Yeah.
People don't realize condoms are one use?
Yep.
Come on.
What?
Unless you clean it enough.
That's why Ashley has so many kids.
One-use
Right?
condoms.
Let you clean it enough, baby. You clean it up.
Don't you get it? You
clean
can just fold them inside out and use them again.
Listen, baby. Listen, baby.
It's like toilet paper. You can use both sides.
No, yeah,
It's like
listen,
a
baby.
balloon.
You put it in the washing machine, baby. You bring it out. You put some Crisco on it, and it's lubed up all again, baby. And you put it on.
Let's go.
Put it on, baby.
Return it Dusty Road, baby.
And then you sit there and you look at your baby doll. We're gonna get that pay window tonight, baby. We're gonna hit that pay window, baby.
Hey, yo, baby doll, you got condoms? No, don't worry, I got it.
I got the Crisco
baby.
Express.
Dusty Road is back, baby.
I got the Crisco Express, baby. I'm gonna thin it.
Don't worry, I'm a master of pulling out.
All right. Well, I'm drinking
Fucking American Green, baby.
Headstock.
Headstock.
Ooh, somebody's getting ahead tonight.
Oh, if I'm not mistaken, Ashley Sexton, that was not on your original agenda that you posted on the old Facebook.
It was in the actual. I saw it in there.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up, fucking Chris! You fucking ruining my story.
It was in the Sexton fucking cat. He was there.
Yeah. That's it's a bottle carrier that my wife bought for me.
So I only saw fucking Freedom 35 and Green Bastard.
Freedom 35, Green Bastard. The headstock. I have a double dead.
Hey, listen, Jason Statham. You did not see everything correctly. Okay.
Fuck. Oh, okay. What can I tell you? I've been discombobulated since fucking shooting Meg.
Since Crank 2?
No, Meg. I've been shooting Meg, and it's just ruined me. It's ruined my career.
I don't even want to see that movie.
No, I don't either.
Jason Statham versus a big shark. It was like back in the day when Schwarzenegger made that movie where he fought the devil.
Wow. What? What movie is that?
Oh yeah,
The Sixth Day, I think it was called.
No, that was it. That was the clone movie.
Oh, the clone one. It was. Oh shit! What was the Schwarzenegger one?
Yeah, the clone movie.
End of Days. It was
End of Days. There we go.
Yes,
oh my
yes.
God, that's right.
Yeah, no, the Sixth Day was the clone movie where basically the nepotism in that film. Basically, Arnold Schwarzenegger gets to save himself in that film, which is. It's like, oh my god, that like
I haven't seen that for a while, but doesn't he get like crucified at the end or something?
End of Days, he gets killed by the devil, I think. Either way, I can't remember.
I gotta rewatch that.
Spoilers.
It is pretty much a crucifixion. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh my god!
Spoilers for a 20-year-old Schwarzenegger movie.
That was like his worst period of movies. Like that was where he was going to the shits.
Well, basically, it was like Terminator 2, and then he did True Lies, and then sort of after that, it was kind of Last Action Hero, and then it got in Junior, and then it got really iffy. Then he became the governor of California.
True Lies.
And then I would actually argue that his films actually peaked up a little bit once he got out of politics, because I think Last Stand is a fun movie.
Last Stand's good.
The one he did with Stallone was decent. Like none of his movies have been amazing since then, but
anybody fun.
They made a sequel. They made a sequel to that. Anybody see that? It was like I think it was Stallone again, but this time it's with
isn't it?
This time it's with Bautista.
Yeah, it's absolutely terrible.
I haven't seen it. You've seen it? Yeah. I saw like
it is hot garbage, and they've apparently on the back of that they already did the third part. Nice. And I'm not watching that because it can't be good.
Apparently, you guys know Rambo. I'm hoping it's called Last Blood. Apparently, tentatively, but there's another Rambo coming out.
Really? Hey,
I like. Go ahead.
I think you're going to say the same thing, Greg. If it's like the last Rambo movie, I'm on board because that last one was fucking brutal and awesome.
I think my only issue with that last one is it felt too short. I felt like they could have given it like another half an hour of just like Rambo being awesome.
Well, they weren't trying to make it epic like part 3 where he fought a whole army or something like that. It
was like more realistic kind of. It was really, and this one here, I guess, is him pairing with some like some girl has people that are fucked up somewhere. It's like him and the girl is like his sidekick, possibly.
As soon as I hear pairing, like, that makes me worried.
First Blood Part 2, whatever. That was like him and that Vietnam chick. Whatever.
Him in the helicopter. That's what that was.
But yeah,
well,
so like,
as far as I'm concerned,
I've always been a huge Rambo fan.
Well, the first one, First Blood, is still like by far and away the best movie.
Yep.
But I think part 4 was actually closest to being that movie because it was sort of it was still an action movie, but it was sort of a lot more personal as opposed to part 2 and 3, where it's just like, hey, let's see how much shit we can blow up.
Oh, 2 and 3 was like just cashing in on, hey, fuck the communists, am I right? And that was the whole sort of thing behind that. But yeah, the latest Rambo film from a few years back, that was brutal as fuck, man. Like that scene where he mounts that 50 caliber machine gun and just starts mowing people down.
Turns the guy in the thing into hamburger.
Yeah, like
and like it was very, very visceral and like what you want to kind of see, but at the same time, like again, it was an awesome movie. It felt a little bit it could have been just drawn out a bit more, I guess. Kind of.
Well, here's the thing I liked about it. It felt more realistic.
Don's choice.
Nice choice.
Yeah, it felt more realistic than the previous 2 Rambo films, which were just like stupid action films. This one actually kind of dug into like the reality of someone taking a 50 caliber machine gun and mowing down a bunch of people. Like it was that brutal and short.
Yeah.
And so for me, that's why I didn't have a problem with the film's length.
I'm hoping they like continue like basically from like one of my other like main issues that film that was the kind of set it apart from the other ones was at one point he had like that whole other team helping him, which was kind of like it was again more realistic because it's not Rambo. Like, you think of Rambo is all on his own, which it was cool, but at the same time it made Rambo kind of seem a little less impressive.
I don't
know.
I don't think I agree with that. I think it was a nice change up in the formula because, I mean, if you look at parts 2 and 3, it's just Rambo, the one-man army, killing everybody.
Yeah.
And I mean,
that's what you think of when you say Rambo.
There you go.
That looks really nice, man.
That looks great.
It's nice.
But I mean, he is that character, but this is basically just throwing a sort of twist into the formula that, these mercenaries who have to work together with Rambo, and Rambo has to protect these fucking missionaries at the same time.
Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna completely agree because at the same time, you gotta say like Rambo, even in the movies, he's like an old man at this point. You know what I mean? Like he can't really do what he did in the original ones. Like they're playing it off as like he has aged. He is no longer the same. So you know what? You just completely kind of changed my whole feeling. I completely agree now. Yeah, I don't hate that anymore.
You should change your score.
If I had scored it, I would. Again, like I'm not saying like I guess I am influenced, but at the same time, it's like I'm influenced, but at the same time, it's like you're saying these things and I'm thinking about it in my head. It's like you're influencing me, but influencing me in like a way that makes sense. Like I'm not like being negatively influenced. I'm being like realistically influenced, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? Like you're making me see for a more.
I will negatively influence you at some point.
Oh no, you're just saying Lee is your god.
You've done. I'm not saying that, but you know, like you're like almost demigod status. We'll say that.
Yeah. All right, that
demigod status.
Yeah, but I will say this about. Shut up, Ashley. I will say this about Stallone. I do appreciate the fact that he realizes he's an old fucking man. So when he's reviving these series, he makes a point of I'm an old fucking man who can't do the shit I used to be able to do.
Well, have you seen like there's pictures of him like recently, and like he's like almost 80 now, I think, and he's in
his 70s.
Yeah, but like later 70s. He's still fucking ripped, man. Like I am looking forward to the new fucking Rambo movie to see like what he's still got left, kind of thing. Like it's got to be like the last. Like Clint Eastwood has a new movie coming out, Vice or something like that, or like Mule.
Yes.
It looks pretty good. Based true story. Ripped. But he's gonna have nothing left out of that kind of thing.
Stallone is 72 years old.
Clint Eastwood's like 80 and like almost pushing 90 now, I think.
He is 88. Like close Clint Eastwood is 88 years old right now.
Wow. Yeah, this is probably his last like starring role, I assume.
They said that about $1 Million Baby.
And what is this marijuana always bound to happen?
Oh yeah, it's like Tim Hortons marijuana drive-through.
Yeah, that's good.
That was fresh.
Yeah, whatever. That's a pretty.
That's Hamilton.
They say that's the comment here. It says THC is Tim Hortons coffee.
That's the laziest fucking, most like easy image you could have.
It really is. Basically. It really is.
Like.
I mean, if you want to mention Clint Eastwood, he's actually way ahead. Like he's almost like 20 years ahead of Schwarzenegger and Stallone as far as like just basically I'm an old fucking man and I'm going to put that on screen.
Yeah,
like all of his movies for like back to Unforgiven and forward have all been about him being an old fucking man who's past his prime.
Yeah,
and Unforgiven was like 25 years
like
ago?
his last Western.
Unforgiven was a long time ago. Like I remember that
one was like the early 90s.
92.
But like the thing with like him is like he was never known as like the big muscular action star.
No. I would disagree. Like he's not the big muscle guy. But he was the premier action guy.
No, he
was from a time where he didn't need to be a big muscle guy.
But even action, like he never really. There was never like a lot of like. Clint Eastwood never did a lot of like crazy, even like with stunt doubles and stuff. There was never a lot of like really him jumping around and doing crazy.
Well, no, he never had to because he was a way better actor than all those fucking.
Yeah, it's the reason why Red Dead Redemption
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But at the same time, I just said like Stallone and Schwarzenegger, their careers were more based on them being the big, buff, muscular.
But I mean, my point is though. Clint Eastwood was much more upfront and forward about, hey, I'm an old fucker and people aren't going to believe that I'm this fucking tough guy anymore. So I need to present myself as an old person, you know, like
no, that's valid. Yeah.
And I'm still Gran Torino. I'm still this fucking asshole.
Gran Torino was a fucking fan. I watched that probably like 5 or 6 times. It's a fucking great movie, man.
I'm still this
he's
like
the man.
Wiry asshole who won't take shit from people. But I'm not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And again, that's what makes it. That almost like adds to his badassery. Like you see him, and at this point he's like this friend. He's this fucking basic frail old man. What are you gonna do, old man? But he's still a badass fucking frail old man.
I mean,
it was great.
When you dig into that film, like he's the ultimate badass, where he sacrifices himself. Like he acts like a fucking tough guy, like he's a 20-year-old again, just to sacrifice himself.
That was one of those movies where not a lot of movies these days. Like you're watching it, and by the end you're like something like jaw dropping. Like when that whole scene happened, it was like holy. Like you ever seen what the fuck was the movie? Arlington Lane or something? It was Jeff Bridges and
Arlington Road.
Yes, the end of that movie is like that. That was like, what just happened, kind of thing. Yeah, that's like the comparable almost, where it's like, holy fuck, man! Like that was just like so well done.
Yeah,
you don't get that kind of good twist. Like M. Night Shyamalan did it a couple times really well, and then just like rode that wave for way too long. Every movie, you just wait for the twist, and now he's got I guess what is it? The fuck's the movie? Like the one that ties Unbreakable and Split together. The new one coming out.
Glass.
Glass. Yeah. That looks like it's going to be pretty cool, man. Because like,
how did I not see that fucking Glass was tied in with Split?
It's a Split. There's a small Split. It's Unbreakable tied in. It's a small part of
the character that is being played by The guy who played Charles Xavier in the fucking movie. I can't remember his fucking name now. The younger Charles
it's James McElroy.
Yeah.
James McElroy.
His character looks fucking fantastic. I think Glass is gonna look fucking fantastic.
Oh well, Unbreakable. I was gonna say Unbreakable is like there's Marvel and DC have made a bunch of movies now, and still none of them have really been as good of a superhero origin story as Unbreakable. Unbreakable was fucking great.
Well, here's
so good.
Yeah, here's the thing about Unbreakable. It's almost kind of a meta comic movie because it gets down like deep to the actual like mythology of bad guy versus good guy. Like just the base. This is what comic books are about. Like that is what that story is about.
Well, and the whole meta thing, like where it's like the comic, but they talk in the beginning. It's like he's all into the comic books and the villains and stuff, and then he ends up being the comic book villain and all this like. Yeah, it was like
these two characters pushed by like forces unknown, destined to be the direct opposites of each other.
Yeah,
and Samuel L. Jackson knows it's like I am the villain. He knows he's the fucking villain, and his entire motivation, all of his terrorist acts, are to find the guy who is going to be the fucking hero.
Like, I'm willing to just kill this many people, but you know what? Someday I'll find. Remember, you know what? I've never been on. I'd love to be, though. If you ever do Unbreakable or something along those lines on your fucking podcast, man, I would be down to talk about that shit.
I will keep that in mind.
Like the horror-y stuff. I would say 90% of the movies you do on there, I still watch most of them. But like, I just the banter is always good. You're a very good banterist. There's a phrase we'll call it. But yeah, like the horror movies, I don't generally. I'm not a huge horror guy, but some of like the short circuit one you do stuff like that.
Speaking of horror guys,
Guy just joined. What's up, buddy? We were singing your praises a while ago, man.
Mr. Guy, drinking in Canada. How are you doing tonight,
Captain Picard?
Did you get any legal weed today?
Captain Guy card.
Legal weed.
Legal weed.
I gotta say, Guy, you don't look like you're 45 years old. You look pretty young for your age, sir.
What happened when we travel through space?
Well played.
I think there's been some vodka involved tonight.
No, that's tomorrow because they switched some days around to finish my training, so I'm off tomorrow and after tomorrow.
Oh shit!
I was able to join, so I was like, yeah, I'm joining. Tomorrow night's the Raider vodka.
Hey, by the way, Guy, I got some of this.
Yeah, guys, they get early, eh?
What? Yeah, well,
they got a special.
We always seem to get the innocent gun stuff like first here.
It's closer to the fucking East Coast. That's why.
Yeah, probably.
Had to come over.
Didn't help that fucking Don lives in fucking New Brunswick. If he lived in fucking Nova Scotia, I'd have one of those bottles right now.
Fucking Brunswick. Represent, yo.
You French fucks.
Yo, motherfucker.
You French pieces of shit. Oh, Guy.
Yeah, you know my language, motherfucker. Not my French homies, boy.
Get some Ardbeg going.
Sketch.
Wow, are you drinking some Ardbeg there, Guy?
Yeah, he does.
Started drinking last too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, very nice, yes.
Oh, it smells fucking delicious.
It never does not smell delicious. It's Ardbeg.
Oh, it's fucking burn out right in the nose. I love that.
Yeah.
So good. It's so good.
Now you're a man.
So good, man.
Man. Now you're a man. Man. I need to get beer, so I'm going to fuck off. I'll be right back.
You should get beer. That's a good idea.
Beer is good. Always.
Now you're a man. Man, oh man, oh man.
Nick, are you done that double King Can Stein of fucking whatever it was?
Yeah, I actually moved on to the Don's Choice. I'm drinking it now.
in your Teku?
Well, it's not technically a Teku; it's a Lindemann's glass.
Did Don make a good choice? Actually,
you know what? I really like this. This is nice.
It's funny. Randomly,
it is good.
The glass, the Lindemann's. My next review coming out is I had their Cuvée Rene.
Oh yeah,
I believe, and it was pretty damn impressive actually. Well, I'm pretty sure that's
different. I've got a bottle of it aging. It's I've got a 20. Fuck, I can't remember. 16 bottle of it.
Mine was 17, I think. I just had.
Have you ever had the Lindemann's Framboise? That one's actually really nice.
I'm pretty sure the one I had was the first one I've ever had by them.
That's one we should do on a beer now. Lindemann's Framboise. If you guys can get it in Ontario.
I should buy Don's beer, wait till I get like 1,000 subscribers, and just sacrifice my diet, just drink it then.
Just drink one.
Do it.
I'll share it though, because of sugar content.
Well, I'm hoping to get Don on for one beer analysis.
I'm going to unsub to Geek so that he has to get more subs now.
I never subbed.
I did. Unfortunately. Yeah. All right, guys. You know what? I'm actually leaving.
No, you can't. No. You got to stay the whole time. But you always never stay till the end.
I'm getting my car tomorrow. I'm fucking leaving.
Chris, at noon, you got fucking 14 hours, man. 14 hours till
that. Chris, you can get too drunk before you,
Chris has to wake up in the morning and go to the gym and get all worked out and fucking
worked out. To the gym. You're going to wake up in the morning
handle
and
Subaru.
You know what? Regardless, it was very nice talking to you, buddy. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. No, fuck y'all. I love this guy. Chris, he's one of only 2 beer tubing guys that I've actually met in person. So, like, and again, it's on me because I wasn't there. Blah, 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 blah. I know.
Yeah, it's totally fucking on you. Listen, Chris is a fucking awesome guy.
I love him, and I'm glad we were able to chat tonight, buddy.
This is an awesome guy. He put me up for half a week there,
and then he kicked you out the last night.
Yeah, no, he did kick me out and sent me with fucking Greg. So he did throw me on the bus under the bus there.
Yeah, but you know what?
On the bright side, Greg got me sausage McMuffins, and you never did that.
What?
That's true. I did get him.
He got me sausage McMuffins, and you never did that.
I just wanted to wake him up. I was worried he might be dead.
That's too funny. Anyway, I'm leaving. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. We'll talk soon. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
I will. Oh, yeah. Bye.
Subaru Kristan.
The Subaru, the Boxer engine.
Jawohl. Boxer.
Jawohl.
Boxer.
I thought Subaru was Japan.
Isn't there another one besides the Subaru and the Toyota version of that car?
Scion.
Yeah, but Scion's gone now, isn't it?
Scion's gone now. It just became a Toyota 86 or something.
But the Scion version of it looked pretty fucking cool, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, well, Scion's Toyota.
Yeah, but there was like this new brand they're trying to appeal to the younger generation because Toyota was always like, that kind of. It was never like. It's not like an old man's car, but it was always like a middle-aged kind of everybody car, I guess, is what Toyota is. They're trying to make this new one. And Scion, like the XB and stuff, they made some fucking cool-looking cars, man. Yeah, that looks sweet.
Yeah, like that's the Scion FRS, which is
pretty cool.
Same thing, but they even them, you see the little thing on the side right there? That says 86, which means it's based off the old AE 86, which was a Toyota Corolla mod, like a rear-wheel drive Corolla from the.
Well, they made it to be like because people were pissed off when they discontinued the Celica. There's never been like a good Toyota sports car for however long. Like there was like you could buy the Corolla XRS and stuff that was like the bit of a souped-up Corolla. They never had And like forever, they never followed Honda's model where you get the Civic.
The last great car
the Civic you can buy. Civic you can get a 4-door or a 2-door. And for whatever reason, there's never been a nice 2-door. Fucking.
And you know what? I really wish they did, because this is actually a good move on their part, because
I agree.
There's that demographic of people who want to buy a. Yeah. And you know what? That helps your image, because look at Honda. I mean, Honda's image is much more sportier than Toyota's is.
Agreed. Well, but at the same time, like the new Civic and stuff, it's like some of the Honda designers just didn't know when to stop designing. It's like they just kept going and going with it. It's like the new Civic, from certain angles, it's a bit too ridiculous. It's too much. It's like,
the Honda Civic Type R is a fantastic car that looks like a piece of shit. It looks like a fucking 16-year-old would be embarrassed to drive that thing. That car's like 50 G's.
Yeah,
to drive.
Yeah,
I don't know what Honda's thinking with that car.
To drive it, it's amazing. It's probably amazing. It's like a awesome car. But everybody looking at it, it's like, what the fuck are you in right now? Like what? Like what?
Well, I mean, look at the modern Civic. I always find the rear end of that Civic looks stupid.
That is not the new one. That's not the new one at all.
But the thing is, when I think of the Civic, I'm thinking maybe it's more of the hatchback style Civic, but it's got similar taillights that remind me of like the health meter in GoldenEye. Nice. Remember that around the edges, like the circular.
Oh, is that no? Greg said it looks like what's it called? Goatsy. That's the one.
Well, I think that one there.
It does look like a Goatsy. Good
gold. I think that what they did, the headlines were meant to mimic like the because a lot of people do the Civic.
Yeah, it's more like this right here
with the C backwards. So it's like Civic and it ends with C. So like the Civic on the both ends. So I'm trying to make it look like a C on both ends. Sorry.
I find that rear end looking a little overdone.
Yeah, Oreo's telling me Marcel might be here, so I might be taking off soon.
Oh, well, fuck you then.
Well, no, fuck you too.
Rude.
What's that? Is that Oreo barking?
That's the noise happening.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, like, Honda always comes across as being a bit more sporty than, like, Toyota.
Yeah. Which for me, like, is like again, Toyota just missing out on a big portion of the market. Like, why not make a version of the Corolla that appeals to that class?
Well, like, again, I mean, Toyota in the 90s made one of the best sports cars ever made, but then they discontinued it.
Man, it was locked.
The Supra.
Oh, the Supra, yeah. Oh my God, yeah, that was an awesome model.
Yeah. And I know that because I used to own one.
And even that Corolla doesn't look that bad. They're improving. I mean, they're improving year on year, but it's like they're working on it right now. I like the look of the new hatch. But
that what do they call that thing? I like that thing actually.
That's the Toyota hatch.
But it has a weird name.
Toyota Corolla hatch. They had what was it? The year before they had the Corolla, not that one. Fuck. The IM. Because it was basically a Scion.
Okay, yeah, Marcel has arrived, so I'm going to bid you all adieu. But
there you go. There's the Toyota Corolla.
Good night.
Again, if next week if I'm available, and I know I can get that beer here in town, so if I'm around, 100% see you then. Nice seeing you all, and
well,
probably won't be.
You just have to hope that another nun dies.
Yeah, that's what I'll sit here and hope for that. Yeah.
Yeah, right. You morbid piece of shit.
It's not even. It wouldn't even affect.
Maybe if you're around on the weekend and I do a live hangout on the weekend, maybe.
There we go. All right. Cheers, guys.
Wow.
Bye.
Piece of shit.
He made me buy Prey. I like when I was watching this, so I bought it.
Had to what?
The game Prey, because he's doing live games. I bought it.
How is it? I haven't really tried it yet. I bought it, but I haven't played it.
I only played like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
because I bought other games too. So I bought the. It's not F-Zero, but I think it's by the F-Zero team. It looks exactly like it, but like with today's graphics. What's it called?
F-Zero is so fun.
Forza? I don't know.
I'm gonna launch Steam and check it out. What's it called? It's the same
curious.
thing.
I want to know what you got. So I've been playing through Doom lately. I haven't played in a couple days, but I need to start playing again. I've been thinking about buying a new graphics card because right now I'm borrowing a graphics card off of a friend of mine. I need to get myself a good one.
Oh, it's called Redout.
Redout?
Redout it's F-Zero with today's graphics. The same fucking thing.
I'll look it up in the store.
I bought my keys off like a sketchy website. Like they sell all the games like super cheap.
What's that? Where'd you get it from? Where'd you say you got it from, Guy?
King.
Oh, Kingwin.
Oh, Kingwin.net. So I bought Prey on that one and Redout on that one.
Okay. Oh look, I got a Windows key from them. I got cdkeys.net or something that Greg had recommended. What was it, Greg?
I don't know. What did I tell you to do?
CD keys. Because I got like a copy of Doom for like almost $10.
CD keys. Yeah, they're pretty cheap. Yeah.
Yeah. And I got a copy of Prey, but I haven't played it yet.
Fuck you! I got it installed. No.
What was it? Red Eye? Red
Green.
Red Eye Steak. Get it on now. Get on some red on steak on down there. Where'd Chris go? He go fuck his woman? What's going on?
No, he's going to bed so he can get his car in the morning.
Oh, what a pussy.
He has to mentally prepare himself for tomorrow.
Okay, so
he has to mentally prepare himself to buy a car. Okay.
Yeah. Redout Enhanced Edition for... It looks kind of like a Wipeout or kind of style game.
Wipeout.
Not that Wipeout.
Redout's pretty fun.
That's the only Wipeout. What are you talking about?
Kind of like this, I guess.
They're showing trees.
That looks a lot like Wipeout.
Them some graphics.
Holy shit! Does it ever remind me of Wipeout?
It looks like F-Zero on crack.
Yeah, that kind of style of game. That wild, futuristic racer game.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, does that ever remind me of Wipeout? I love it.
I think I played an hour so far. I really enjoyed it.
I'm not epileptic, but that would do it. That would.
Yeah, that's a lot more like F-Zero than it would say Wipeout, because
that would like rearrange my brain chemistry or whatever.
Either way, they're a lot alike.
Yeah. Now, as soon as I saw like the futuristic shit, it's like F-Zero. That's F-Zero. Like totally.
I have an older computer and that played fine on a 4K monitor.
Oh yeah. What is it you're running for graphics on your computer anyway? What do you run for video on yours, by the way, Guy?
1060.
1060? Okay. I think games are pretty much more care about graphics card than they do about CPU. You're still running the 1090Ti, aren't you?
No, the Volcano one, the last AM3 they did there.
Oh, like, the 9590.
I got it up to 3.8.
3.8.
It's like 4.0, but no, it's not stable at 4.0.
Okay. Is it FX95?
My RAM is only going to 1833. That's like the max you can go with that board.
Okay. Yeah.
But at least if I get a new system, the video card is still okay. But apparently for 4K games, they recommend 1070, but so far it's still running good. All the games are running good. Like no complaints.
Like right now, I've been thinking about getting a new graphics card, and I'm looking at there's a guy selling a used RX 480 for $250.
And all the new monitors, it's all AMD FreeSync. It's like if you want a monitor, you gotta buy like AMD card.
Yeah, because NVIDIA wants to do it differently and force you to get a G-Sync monitor. So I'm kind of like, I'd rather get an AMD card, even though they're not as fast.
my God.
I've got a Ryzen 7 2700 now, so I'm thinking like I'd like to get a card that actually keeps up with it.
Stop being a loyalist. Just get an NVIDIA card. Join the green team, Nick.
All right, guys.
I might switch it in the future, though.
Are you heading out there, Ash?
Yeah, I have to work in the morning. So.
All right.
He's gotta go have sex with his wife.
Good night.
If he still can.
Maybe.
If Greg hasn't already.
See ya. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on. Second, and Greg snuck on back there.
Oh, stuck in the back door.
Oh, hello, dog. Oh, I gotta take you for a walk still tonight, don't I?
Says, dog.
Oh, hello,
dog.
Oh, hi, doggy.
Yeah.
It's like, I did not give you a name. I will refer you by your animal category. Hello,
the stock speed for the 9590 is 4.7 gigahertz. So unless you got the 8350, it must be underclocked. Sure. All right. Anyway, whatever.
See, while you're worried about all this shit, I just buy an Intel processor and an NVIDIA card, and I just play my games. I don't worry about shit like that.
Intel never.
Yeah, it just fixes everything immediately.
Intel would be too easy because everybody does it.
Well, you know what? Sometimes it's like the vagina. It's like, yeah, the butthole's more challenging, but sometimes the vagina is just the way to go because everyone does it and it somehow just works.
Yeah, it's almost like it was designed that way.
Yeah, it's almost designed for you.
It's almost as if evolution over the centuries designed the vagina to be perfectly adapt to taking in a penis.
It's the hole God intended.
There you go. AMD Ryzen 7 2700. It's only using 65 watts.
Yeah, you know what, Nick? I have no idea what my card uses. I have no idea how fast it's going. I just plugged it in and it plays games well. That's all
I know is that Nick's video card does not have a penis.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think
what's my graphics card? I borrowed an R9 2090X from a friend of mine, so I need a new graphics card. I need to give this back at some point.
Detachable penis. Don't borrow those.
I had an AMD 290X before my current video card. I don't even know how good that is nowadays.
That's what I'm running right now.
So that seemed to do a good job.
Yeah, where is it? The box is right here.
It did a good job. I mean, if you're running 4K, then yeah, you're going to get your ass kicked.
Yeah,
but for 1080p,
you want something better if
fine.
you want to get 4K, but I don't have a 4K monitor.
Yeah, I was running the one down. I was running just the regular 290, not the X.
Not the X.
It was fine for 1080.
Yeah, like a friend of mine had this card, and then he just upgraded to a 1080. So I mentioned to him that I was looking for a new graphics card, and he's like, "Why don't you use this for a while?" Like, all right.
Yeah, I like
how much he wants to sell for. I'm like, no, I wouldn't take your money. I just give it to you. I'm like, I don't want to take it because you keep giving me shit.
Yeah, I like the 1080, and I couldn't justify the increased cost for going for a 1080 Ti. So I don't know. I'm looking at the 2080 now, but honestly, there's nothing I want to play right now that I want to spend money on.
Yeah, I mean, well, think about it. What is yours? The 1080 or is it 1080 Ti?
No, 1080, the regular 1080. One. I bought it when the Ti wasn't out yet, and I didn't want to spend the money to upgrade to a Ti.
Do you have a 4K monitor?
I have a 4K TV that I play all my games. I don't play my games on my monitor. My monitor is 1080p. Okay. I don't play games on my monitor.
Does it do everything fast enough?
What's that?
Does it do everything fast enough?
It refreshes at 60 hertz or 120 hertz. I think it's 60 hertz and simulate 120 hertz or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, 60 hertz is what you want at least. But
yeah, no, it's 60 hertz for sure. I don't know what it does with 120 hertz, but
what does TI stand for? Titty insertion?
I think titanium is what it stands for. Well, titty insertion is better though.
Titty insertion is definitely better.
Titty titanium.
There you go.
I think so far, the most surprised that the game looks the best so far is the Hellblade. That looks fucking awesome.
Yeah. So let me see that game. I gotta let's take a look. So you got it off of Kinguin, right? Red out. Wonder how much it is on CD keys.
Yeah, the problem is there hasn't been much I wanted to play on PC lately. Most of the games that I've been playing have been console exclusive stuff, so I'm sort of not wanting to spend any money on this PC. Plus, I mean, it's not like it basically runs everything at 4K. So okay, sometimes I have to turn a few options down, but it's pretty good. Otherwise,
Redout doesn't, or sorry, CD Keys doesn't have it, but Kinguin does.
Where have all the nicks gone?
And at least that 4K porn looks amazing.
Long time jacking.
Well, it looks amazing on one sense. On the other sense, you notice an awful lot of flaws you never really noticed back in the day. It's kind of like, oh, she's got a weird zit on her pussy.
I want to be careful about that.
I mean, again, it's nothing that necessarily turns you off. It's just kind of like.
Did you when you got your key there, Guy? Did you buy the buyer protection on Kinguin?
What is buyer protection?
In case the key doesn't work, they leave you another one.
Shouldn't that just be like part of the thing where if the key doesn't work, they give you another one?
Yeah, it's different people sell keys, right? So they can't be responsible for everybody. Their way of doing it. Even one of the keys I bought is actually like it came in a picture format, and I'm in like the actual numbers. Kind of weird.
Like if Chris goes tomorrow to pick up his car, and instead of his car being there, there's no car there. There should be some sort of protection saying that there has to be a car there that we sold you. Otherwise, we'll either give you another one or give you your money back.
That's a delivery fee.
Shouldn't just be like, hey, here's an invisible car. Enjoy, motherfucker. Good like masturbating in school parking lots. They're just gonna see you do it now.
It made me think of the Mr. Garrison. That what's the futuristic bicycle? He has like two cocks in the hand, one in the butt, one in the mouth.
And for the record, I don't want anyone having the wrong idea about Chris. He only does that in high school parking lots, not grade school. Chris is not a sick man.
He's not a pedophile.
No, he's a sick man, but not a pedophile.
he's a sick man of of a sort of proclivity that I approve of. It's like. I like the movie from 1973 called The Cheerleaders. I approve of that kind of sickness.
Did everyone hear the sad news today that despite all his improvements and all his effort to get better, Paul Bernardo has been denied parole?
Oh, too bad.
Yeah, you know what? The man has tried. Yes, he did a few minorly bad things back in the day, but the man has tried to improve himself. And you know what? The parole board obviously just did not see that he was trying to improve his life.
What a miscarriage of justice keeping that monster behind bars. Yeah, it's terrible. The real miscarriage is letting that fucking bitch out in the fucking public.
Yeah, Homolka?
Yeah, that fucking murderous bitch.
Hey, guess what? She's working at a school or something in Montreal now, so yay.
Oh, good for her, the fucking psychopath. Fuck that bitch.
Why did you drug that child? Oh, I just wanted my new boyfriend to experience them for the first time.
Yeah, no, I hope nothing but the worst things happen to her in life. I hope she gets way, way awful terminal cancers.
I'm actually surprised that she's managed to live under the radar. I would think there'd be a lot more people tracking her down, trying to sort of like ruin her life, but...
Oh, no, I mean, she's got the full support of the Canadian government protecting her because, she's been so abused and all that fucking shit. Like, fuck you. Just because she collaborated with the police and told on Paul Bernardo, she gets some leniency. Fuck you, fucking
she also made the deal before they found the videotapes and pretty much figured out that she was pretty much just as guilty as he was, because she was like, "Hey, you know what you want for my birthday? How about my sister's virginity?" But we're gonna drug her first. Let's get some dog quality meds.
Yeah, no, both of them are fucking monsters. They're both inhuman monsters, and the fact that she's walking the streets is a total miscarriage of justice.
She's walking the streets. She has a husband and her own children now.
Yeah,
what a great role model.
It's sick fucking shit. It's really sick.
This is why I argue for that. Children should be sterilized at birth, and you should only be allowed to breed if you're given if you pass certain tests. Someone like her should not be allowed to breed.
I'm totally on board for having a license to have children at this point because we have too many people in this world, and the fact that we have too many people in this world is the number one source of the majority of the problems in this world.
It's a Thanos make Earth great again.
We should make Earth great again by eliminating about 3 or 4 billion people.
I would always argue Thanos was the good guy in that movie.
Thanos is the good guy in that movie. That movie totally builds him up as the person. I mean, he's the reluctant hero in that movie.
He's a hero that does the shit that nobody else will do.
Mm-hmm.
He is, after all, one of the California raisins.
There you go. That was a good bet.
I've never thought of that. That's fucking brilliant, Guy. He just needs a fucking saxophone in his fucking mouth.
That is a classic reference. Okay, I gotta go pee.
You hurt me. You fucking hurt me there. Legit, my ribs feel a little bad right now. That's fucking brilliant. Why have I not seen that anywhere else? Gee, you got to get that out there. You need to fucking throw that on your Facebook or something.
There's somebody done it before. Actually, I want to check it out. Just Google that real quick. Images and else. Yeah. Oh, somebody typed it before.
A meme has to be made. Someone needs to stick Thanos in the California raisins.
It's out there already.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Jesus. So, how was your birthday, sir?
Oh, was good. Well, it sucks when it's in the middle of the week, but at least I went for wings at St. Louis with some coworkers, and I think I had 3 pounds of wings. I ate like 4 pounds.
Oh.
I had suicide, 2 pounds of suicide, and 1 pound of hotter than hell at the left at the end.
Nice.
Is that some weird form of weed or something?
No, we were just talking about what Guy ate on his birthday.
Oh, sexy.
Lots of wings, apparently.
Speaking of Guy eating, I'm kind of hot. I'm kind of hungry.
I heard I'm kind of hot.
Are you hot for Guy eating or Guy eating?
Oh, man. Why make me choose? Can't I have both?
I don't know. Sure.
Actually, here we go. You ready for this? I am going to have... Oh, shit. Where the hell did my wife put it? Here we go. So, they didn't have Triscuits at Walmart for some reason, so we've got Walmart brand Great Value Triscuits. Let's see if they're just as good as the original Triscuits.
The packaging alone makes that look like the worst thing you could possibly eat.
We spaced out the best dried herbs and like grass.
Hey, there's no sugar in them at least.
That looks terrible.
Why are we looking at Greg's nipples?
Well, I'll tell you, if you like Triscuits, they're the exact same fucking thing.
Crackers?
It's like, why did they put an apple? Nobody puts fucking apples on Triscuits.
Apples are good on Triscuits.
You know what? I would love to be the person like who develops for like big chains like Walmart or whatever. Develops the fucking packaging for the generic brands that they sell of like popular shit. So, hey, here's my design for the Triscuits box. That's not actually Triscuits. It's our brand name in store version of Triscuits. And that was like here's the great value version of our fucking black olives. Here's the label for it. It looks like shit, but we'll put it on the bottle.
And there's always that guy in the background. Bring it down a notch, Lee, for fuck's sake. That's way too flashy. Bring it down.
Yeah.
Well, they probably tried to bring it down a notch because they don't want it to be like too fancy. Because probably the Triscuit brand would complain.
It's like, no, the people who design that shit have no artistic fucking sense at all. Like, I've never seen a generic product where the labels look good outside of the film Repo Man from back in the 80s.
I think it's purposely meant to look boring though, because I don't think the other brands want you to, it's like, hey, make your stuff boring so that people will still pay more for our shit.
Yeah.
But cheap people like Greg will buy the generic shit.
But I mean, the sort of switch, like even it started in the 80s to switch to generic brands for big chains, and then you saw that Repo Man where it's like everything was the white label with the blue text. So everything was the same: beer, corn, fucking cereal, cornflakes. Like fucking everything was the fucking same shit.
Corn always ends up as the same shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, corn's in everything almost, so corn syrup at least. But man, if the entire store was just generic shit.
We need a store that's called generic shit.
Hey, not all of us can afford to shop at Sobeys.
Everyone can afford to shop at Sobeys. The prices is usually pretty.
They're like one of two choices in the area.
And the lobsters.
Yeah.
Actually, I like Sobeys because the one almost across the street from me is open 24 hours. So.
Oh, really? God, I'd love to work there. Not.
Yeah. Actually, all the ones around
here too.
All the ones I think in Ontario open 24 hours, as far as I know.
Yeah. That would be a nightmare.
Well, don't you work nights, Lee?
I do work nights, and that would be a fucking nightmare. Fucking having to put
so it's close to the public.
Yeah, having to receive orders and put them on the shelves and shit while customers are still filtering into your fucking premises. That would be a fucking nightmare. That would
really not many.
Well, you know what though? Late at night though, there's hardly anyone there. Like you go there, like get there at 1 a.m. There's like maybe like 5 people in the store.
In this town, we would get tons of people because everything in Greenwood and Kingston area shuts down around 10 o'clock. So if we were the only thing open grocery store wise, 24/7. We'd get tons of fucking just like, and we get the worst people, by the way. We'd get fucking shitty hillbillies and vagrants and homeless people and just like assholes just wandering around while we're trying to fucking put our order up and make the store look good for the morning. They'd be walking in and fucking shit up. And just the idea of me having to answer questions from these people would make me probably kill a person. I'd go to jail for murder. I would go to jail for murder because some fucking hillbilly would walk in. Do you guys have some pet food down here? and I'm in aisle 1, pet food aisle. And I would look at this person like, I'd probably like, splay my hands out like here. And he'd be like, you got some dog food in this aisle? And then that would be the end of it. I would find something very heavy, like a can of dog food, perhaps, and brain him to death with it because that would be slightly ironic. And then I'd go to jail. And I'd feel bad about it, too, because, I mean, I would beat this guy to death, and he'd spill a lot of blood on the floor. And I like the floor cleaner. It comes into the store. He'd have to clean that shit up, and I'd feel bad for him. So, let's not make my Sobeys 24/7. Let's keep the public out.
Do they still make Sobe juice? SOBE.
Look, a generic Triscuit with cheese and an apple. Yum, yum, yum.
That's so gross. Why you put an apple in that?
Looks like something would taste like a grandmother or something.
Greg, remember what I said about fucking mind choke? Mind strangle? That might happen. That might happen soon. I'm just saying.
Harder, Daddy.
Listen, if any of you have not experienced the combination of cheese and apples, it's a very good combination.
No.
Apples.
No.
I'm putting on the Ritz right now.
Oh, shut up, Nick. Like you need like a solid like 2-hour session with Peter alone in a hangout where he can give you like real jokes. I'm not trying to say this to be an asshole. I mean, we're friends. I love you. I love you, dude.
I mean, you're trying to be an asshole.
I love you, dude. But really, you should like have a 2-hour session with Peter alone in a private hangout where he gives you jokes.
Peter's gone too far to the alt-right to have a session with me anymore.
Yeah, I would argue that Nick would probably get molested in that relationship.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Nick being molested if his jokes are better. Just saying. Just saying.
Fucking Peter.
The things we do for better jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to Peter? He just dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah, I think he's just sort of doing his own thing. Like I see him pop up on the craft beer fortnightly or whatever thing, and he's only done like a couple beer review videos or whatever on his channel, but he's been kind of scaling back the last little while. But I mean, every beer review channel goes through that. I mean, come on, like Nick. You know what I'm saying?
Apparently,
go in a couple months about
CBC article about how the first day of legal weed looked like in New Brunswick.
Look like a couple chicks I'd like to stick my dick in.
Apparently, there's some error on the Ontario website for weed, where there was some spray you were supposed to put into your asshole that I guess gets you high through your asshole, and they marked it as an oral spray.
87 Lansdowne. 87 Lansdowne. That's like right by my work. Yeah, it is. It's funny. Anyway,
Nick's gonna have a good time at work tomorrow.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not.
Hey, is it Chris?
Yeah, a gram of Kinky Kush, an indica strain from the recreational cannabis brand Live, costs $8.99. Comes with a child-proof, tamper-proof plastic bottle.
He's right. This guy kind of looks like Chris.
Does kind of look like Chris, except for he's not driving a Subaru.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there was lineups outside of the Cannabis NB.
I mean, who didn't expect that? But, it's like everybody was like, I can get some pot legally.
Chips were on sale at the Superstore, apparently.
Yeah, that was the best story, is that all these like adjacent businesses all of a sudden putting all their shit on sale because like, oh shit, people are gonna start buying pot. Let's put the old chips up for sale, bitch.
Yeah, that was there's some local restaurant that was advertising $2 off nachos tonight.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, everybody gets the joke, but at the same time, everybody's like, that's kind of the reality. The joke is the reality. So let's just do it and make some fucking money.
Listen, you know what?
A lonely indie liquor location. Thing is, across the way from that exact liquor store, that's actually my liquor store that I go to. Across the way from it is the Cannabis NB across the parking lot.
Yes.
Where everybody is.
Listen, I'll be the first to admit that, Denny's their food can be a little bit iffy, i.e. it might give you a heart attack if you eat it once. But if there's a 24-hour Denny's across the street from me, I would eat there way too fucking often whenever I had too much to drink. Because I'll tell you, from being in Vegas, we ate at Denny's every fucking night. Because in Vegas, shockingly, you can get alcohol anytime you want. You can gamble anytime you want. It's hard to find food in Vegas at 2 in the morning.
You see, I feel like, Greg, you don't have to make excuses. Like when you look at Nick, who's like obsessed with like 7-Eleven taquitos or whatever, nobody else has to make excuses about their fucking drunk food habits. It's all thrown aside. I mean, you can say anything, Greg. You say, I go to a barn and someone feeds a fucking cow some fucking habanero, and I just suck from the fucking teat of that fucking cow in like 2 hours. I'd be like, that's totally normal. Nick goes, I get really drunk and I go to 7-Eleven get some taquitos. I'm like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, why is everybody so against me having taquitos?
I'm really against it. I feel bad. Like I feel like you're gonna die. Apparently, like you're gonna have too many taquitos, and it's gonna be your death knell. And I don't want you to die, Nick. I care about you. I hope you survive.
Yeah, we want you to just have a lot of health issues and have a real terrible life.
I'm not Redbeard. I'm not like I feel I really want you to like get in shape, Nick, and fucking get really healthy. I'm just like, I don't want you to die from fucking taquitos. That'd be sad. That'd be really sad.
Here's a look at the Cannabis NB website. Yeah, I know. I'm completely ignoring this conversation.
That being said, I kind of hope Nick loses 25 pounds and starts his own fitness channel.
Apparently,
you fucking Greg, you legit weirded me out when you looked at that.
Yeah, I know. Especially when it's like you scroll down to his videos and he's like, I'm doing my gym pose in the first video, just Ralphie with no shirt on posing in a mirror. I'm like,
it's like, whoa. What the fuck am I looking at? I don't need to see this ever again.
Holy shit, what's so good about this strain of weed and it's $96 a fucking
what the ounce? Fuck?
I don't know, you'd have to ask someone that knows something about weed, which is not me.
Oh my god, Canada. Hey, we've legalized weed. Guess what? We're gonna make a lot of fucking money.
I would price highest. Let's look at the lowest price.
Yeah, give me the dirt shit.
Like this is the dirt sheet. Lettuce and that's gonna be like roll like papers or something. But look at that Kinky Lush. That's probably gonna sell the most.
That's Kush.
Mediterranean indica boasts rather large buds with fiery, twisted orange hairs and twinkling trichomes. Fruity aromas are given depth and musky herbal undertones. The vibrant buds of Kinky Kush are best paired with morning stroll, writing, or creative thinking or productive work. What?
Fuck off.
What? What? Are you telling me that you can pair this with productive work? Are you fucking kidding?
Just don't pretend. Don't pretend there's any sort of.
Don't beat around the Kush, Fear. It's just
no.
Smackety smackety do.
Smackety smackety do. No, that's there's going to be some hurdles and speed bumps with this sort of new integration of product descriptions and all that shit. I fully expect it. It's going to be weird, but
yeah,
they should have just had Amazon sell it. It would have been fine.
Yeah. Amazon should have done this from the get-go, man.
I am not against it, but yeah, it's just kind of interesting to look at the shit. It's not like I'm gonna go and smoke a dope or anything. It's just like
I honestly hope it'll. Just calm people down and just be like, okay, fine, it's just a regular thing. Like nobody walks down the street and be like, holy shit, I'm having a beer. Are you still laughing that Nick's gonna smoke a dude?
Yes, because listen, it's not like you're gonna smoke a dope or anything, Nick.
I said it wrong. I
know. You said it really wrong.
Oh yeah.
It's not like
if you smoke a joint or anything. It's just
there you go. Thank you, sir. It's not like I'm going to smoke a dope or anything.
Did you fucking see my Nick's review that I posted today?
Not like Nick's gonna smoke a knob or anything.
It's not like I'm gonna eat a marijuana right now, dude.
Did you see The fucking review I posted today. Where I did
sniff my crotch.
Guy brought that up for me, and I reviewed it with Dawn and Rich DeGrace.
You guys were fucking high there.
I was fucking baked out of my mind. That was an awesome night, and Guy was asleep for it.
You smoked a lot of dopes that night.
That's when I was sick too.
Well, yeah, you weren't feeling well. You went to bed, and
well, I got sick almost the exact time of year that last year. I got sick the same time.
Yeah, I noticed you're home. Did you go on your Vermont trip or no?
Oh, because I got the new job, right? So I was in training, so I was like, "Oh, I can't take a vacation."
Well, that sucks.
I got paid vacation, like it starts next year, so like I took 2 weeks in next October.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you were over at Don's, Rich went back to his house and got some really fucking awesome weed, and he brought it back to Don's, and we smoked a joint.
Okay, so we have some comments from viewers.
That was the most baked I'd ever been in my life.
Oh, Baby Yui's in the comments?
Yeah, Baby Yui's in the comments. I had to approve several of his comments, by the way, just saying. Ewart says, fuck weed, 4 pussies, rolling doobies, 4 lame-os.
Ewart can go fuck himself.
Yeah, you go fuck yourself. Oh. You're not even funny. I know you're trying to be funny, but you're not funny. You're lame. Like you're actually lamer than Nick saying, I'm gonna go smoke some dopes. I'm gonna smoke some
dopes.
Like, you know,
I'm also drunk at this time, so.
Oh, I hate weed. TBD.
I haven't smoked anything since that night at Dawn. So
yours says Nick Bong 420.
That's not true. I think I had some in New Year's, but anyway, whatever.
I think it'd be funny if Chad became a superhero that every time he smoked weed, he got like supervision.
Well, if he got supervision, he'd probably realize he's marrying a really not attractive girl, and he should maybe change his life.
But she's more attractive than the last one.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? You might want to take this offline, Nick. Hey, you know what? Whatever. I'm not going to comment on looks. I will only say, and Chad, if you're watching this, just advice from the heart. I don't think you should be proposing to anyone after you've known them for 3 or 4 months. And you can justify it all you want. I think you're crazy. I wish you the best of luck. I hope it works out for you. But I think you're insane to propose to anyone that soon.
I'd say it's who knows. I mean, I would have preferred to have known her a lot longer than that, but you don't know if you know.
You should get out of that need for having that need for.
Make sure it's right, but
that need to have a stable family. You should maybe like get out of that mindset for a while and just like fuck around. Just saying.
Apparently, he fucked 18 women between his old one and his new one. So that's why I said we got to get it albino rhino vagina review going on.
All right. Well, we're going to take this offline before we get too risque.
Yeah, you should take this offline half hour. Go
ahead. I should take it.
And I'm the quiet one.
So
that's weird that Guy's the quiet one because usually he's the weird one.
No, not really.
Lee's not usually the drunk one, but he is.
He's pretty normal. You're obviously fucking weird as fuck, Nick.
Oh, well, definitely. But I mean, I'm also quite inebriated tonight. That's why I've gone quiet most of the night.
Okay, like listen. Before we go offline,
I had a big fucking glass.
I thought he was getting
one of these big fucking glasses full of Marzen.
I mean, he obviously stuck his cock in it.
But what was that about Chris Peters?
Let's get offline. Before we get offline, let's make sure everyone knows Chris Peters obviously killed those women. The investigation. Yeah, the investigation is ongoing. Chris Peters is still in the population as far as everyone's concerned. And I just want to say to Chris Peters' girlfriend, leave! Get out of there! Jesus Christ, get away from that man. He's crazy. He will murder you and your child.
I might actually argue if you've had sex with Chris Peters, you might just want to... Well, I don't want to say kill yourself. That's a little harsh, but there's probably something wrong with you if your self-esteem's that low.
There's probably help that you can go get.
Yeah, like get some help. Get some. Can you get your mind erased? Is that technology we have?
I have seen Chris Peters' girlfriend, She's pretty hot. She could do way better.
Definitely. All right, we're going offline.
Yeah, but